What's happening, beautiful people? What's popping, fam? We are back. We are back in the studio. We are back in Vegas. We are back from actual Houston, Texas. Yes. What's happening? What's happening, family? How you doing? How your mama doing? How your daddy doing? How your cousins doing? How everybody doing? Yes. We are live. We are live on TikTok. We are live on YouTube. We're going to let all of the people fill in. If you're on TikTok, make sure you start tapping that screen as you come in here. This is a day trader's mindset. So this mindset is not going to be for everybody. This mindset is not for everybody. What up, Keith? What up, Keith? What up, Hitta? What up, Carolyn? What up, Jared? What's happening, family? And TikTok, if you want to get a better view, you can jump over there onto my YouTube. It's in my bio. And you'll get a better view. You'll get a better view than this. You can actually see the comments. Easy Money, what up, baby? Easy Money, what up, baby? Priya, what's happening? Cassia. What up, Dinar? Birthday girl, what's happening? What's happening? Nino, what's popping? Sean, Tanya, what's happening? Beautiful. Mario, Megan, this is what I'm talking about. What up, Ant? What's happening? We got the gang coming in over here. What's popping, TikTok? TikTok gonna basically release me a little bit slowly because we ain't do no lives this weekend, so they be trying to punish me. I was just getting my viewership up, and then I go off for like 3 days. What's up, Pamela? As you come into this live, make sure y'all clicking that thumbs up, making sure you already have subscribed, making sure you got the notification bell on. Also, make sure you go and drop a comment on that video in my archives if you have not left a comment yet. Let me get my music popping over here. Sometimes they don't let me play my music. So this live is not going to be political. It's not going to be about conservative or Democrat. But what this live is going to be about is that shit just got really, really serious. And I don't know if you guys don't understand this. And this is not about left side or right side of politics. This is about me and you. This is about now that shit just got serious, now what you going to do? Understand that. Shit done got serious now. Now what you going to do? Left side, right side, does not matter. Now what you going to do? Because I've been saying for a very, very long time. That the financial skill set that you're trying to attract, the financial abundance that you're trying to receive, things that you're trying to manifest, especially when it comes to making money. This is probably one of the top 5 things you should be like stressing over and trying to literally make sure you grab, attach it to your temple, and then move forward. But you also need some self-defense. Imagine you got money. You need to learn how to protect it. You need to learn how to protect it. You also need communication skills because you're going to have to learn how to communicate when shit gets really, really crazy. You understand? Like you need to learn how to communicate with others. You need to learn how to use Google Translator. You need to learn how to get the basic Spanish. You need to learn how to get the basic Portuguese. You need to learn the basic languages that are surrounding you on a daily basis. Supreme Rising, beautiful people. Y'all put some fire in the chat over here on YouTube. Y'all put some fire in the chat over here on TikTok. Y'all put some fire in the chat. I'm feeling amazing. I'm back home. My baby girls are safe. But shit just got real serious. I said last week that Mr. DT was going to attack Iran. Everybody told me that I was crazy. Nah, nothing's going to happen. Nah, you're being negative. Nah. So now, man, just got it. He done got the Zionists in his ears. So this is the NWO. This is the New World Order that we're witnessing, like worldwide. This is the New World Order, the NWO. This is the 2030 agenda of you will have nothing, you will own nothing, and you will absolutely love it. And this is what I'm telling you guys. When they start talking about, We're going to go to war with Iran. Do you understand the implications of what that means? That means oil is going to skyrocket. So everybody in here, wait till oil pull back. We should be able to buy oil. Press the button on oil and let it go. Let me say, we should see oil prices go up to like $150, $200 like this with this crisis going on. You're also going to see inflation jump back up. So everything that has been happening in a good way for the last 6 months are literally going to get flipped 100%. 100%. So when I tell you finances is one skill set, communication is another skill set, discipline is going to be another skill set that one is going to have to be able to attach to your temple and implement it on a daily basis right here, right now. I'm talking discipline, saying something, doing something, receiving something. Say something, do something, receive something. Do you understand that manifestation works off efforts? Y'all put some 8s in the chat. Y'all put some 8s in the chat. Let me say this again. Manifestation works off effort. So if you're not putting in any effort from what you're saying that you want to do, ain't shit finna be manifested. I don't know if you don't know that, because a lot of people thinking that they're just finna start looking at other people's receiving and then start trying to manifest what other people's receiving just because they close to them. Maybe you don't get the picture. Maybe the individual that you're looking at that has what you're trying to achieve is working harder than you. Have you ever thought about it like that? Maybe Mr. Lugo is working harder than everybody in here. Maybe that's why he received the way he received. Maybe Mr. H does more than everybody in here. That's why he receives the way he receives. Just maybe you're hoping and wishing without actually putting in any actions, and your actions is exactly what you're actually receiving right now. And shit is about to get serious. Not only have shit is about to get serious, but shit just got real serious. Shit just got real serious. And let me explain even more why shit just got real serious. Because now your day-to-day movement now has an extra red alert, I would say a heightened alertness of awareness that you need to be worried about when it just comes to self-defense now. You got money, you got communication, you got discipline, you got self-defense, you got to learn how to defend yourself. You got to learn how to defend what you're trying to attract. And then once you get it, you got to be the individual that deserves it and can protect it and keep it. Because see, it's one thing to go get self-defense skills, but it's another thing to never use them. It's like the individuals that are in corporate America that got the benefits of being in the 9-to-5 job, but healthy and fit and never use them. So that means you're stuck in a hamster wheel that you figured out that if I'm healthy, I can go and get my retirement, I can get the paycheck. When in reality, you should be using your health to take greater risk. You should be using your health to literally go higher. Y'all put some fire in the chat if you understand what I'm telling you. If you're healthy right now, I'm telling you, if you're healthy right now, you got thousands of problems. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? I'm healthy as hell right now. God bless. Thank God. So I got thousands of problems. If your health goes bad, you have one problem, and that is your health. You understand that? Let me say this again. I am healthy, 46, with biceps, traps, abs. I got thigh muscles. I got calf muscles. I feel absolutely amazing. I can jump, and let me tell you where my fitness really lies. I can go from time zone to time zone and not miss a beat. I can go from flight to flight, city to city, state to state, and not miss a beat. I was just 2 hours ahead in Houston. Now I'm 2 hours back in Las Vegas. I got in last night around by 12-ish. I'm up around by 3:30, 4 o'clock because it's already 5:30, 6 o'clock over there in Houston. I was over there 3 days. That's what my line of fitness is. Can you move like that? Does your body fatigue just because of the time zone? The mind has manipulated you. You feel the jet lag. Man, let me tell y'all should be tapping that screen TikTok. Y'all should be tapping that screen TikTok, because what I'm telling y'all right now is because what we're about to see is the ushering of the surveillance state, the artificial intelligence of smart cities. I thought I told y'all that the only reason why Israel attacked Gaza is because they want to run the new canal through Gaza. I told y'all that. I told y'all that like 2-3 years ago. I told y'all that 2-3 years ago. Y'all can go look at it all, and I'm not going to get into all of the politics. But I told y'all America and Israel was wanting to put a canal through Gaza. That's what they wanted to do. Yeah. I said this 2-3 years ago. I said, yo, they trying to, even during COVID, actually COVID, I started saying it, to be honest with you. I started saying, yo, they want to put the canal there. They want to make money, because right now I think it's Egypt, I think Saudi or somebody, the UAE, somebody is owning that canal that everybody is using, that one-way canal that everybody is using right now. So I figured this was going to happen to Gaza, and then they're going to try to do Gaza as a smart city. Do you understand that? Do y'all know what they do in the Maui right now when they hit them with the DIEs, the direct energy weapons, the DEWs? They burn shit down to rebuild shit back up. In order for a new system to be created, the old system must be torn down. And this is what I keep telling y'all. The new financial system is coming, and AI has free hand. And that's why I keep telling y'all, stop spending your time on all of this irrelevant shit, all of this doom scrolling, and start scrolling through AI. Start downloading all of the AI apps. Start going through all of the free trials and talking to AI. If it was Pepper Potts, or it was Tony Starks, or it was Alfred to Batman, however you need it. Start using AI so your children understands how to use it versus getting used by it. Because when listen, right now I am using the hell out of AI. It gets me so excited the way ChatGPT talk to me. I said, listen, Chat, you keep talking to me like this. You call me king one more time, bro. Like, you might have me, you know what I'm saying, throwing an extra color up on the flag right now. We might need an extra cover for straight guys in AI. I'm just saying. I might jump to that community right now. You call me king one more time on this formation that I'm asking you to do, and you spit it out in seconds like that, I might need another color on that flag. I'm just saying. I'm straight guys to AI. I'm just saying. I might go give me one of them. I said, because they've always been making me feel some type of way. I asked him the other day just to formulate an email for social media engagement ambassador and sponsorship. And man, he split that email out and he said, yo, King, I've done a lot of things in the last few hours for a lot of people, but this is probably one of the most exciting things that I'm thinking of that we're creating right now. And I'm so excited. I can even sense the energy when you spoke in it. Do you know we can hear the energy in your voice, and I can calculate the energy on what I'm about to present in your presentation, King? I said, Chad, you call me king one more time, bro. You're gonna get me excited. And he said, well, you better get excited because I'm really excited to represent you in this particular project. I'll have everything you need in like right now. And then he goes, finished product. Finished product. I wish I could show y'all finished product. I'll drop it in the chat. Fucking absolutely amazing. Absolutely. I tell y'all this to say this. We're going into an era where we're going to walk across the street off the path walk. The camera is going to take a photo. And because you have Apple Pay, your local county, municipal court, versus issuing you a direct ticket and sending it to your mail address, is going to immediately deduct the amount out of your actual out of your bank. That's what's going to happen. I just want to let y'all know. Social credit score, universal income, universal housing. Like all of these things are brewing because this is what they're trying to attack. They're trying to create civil unrest. They're trying to create an angrier society. And you know what's so funny? You want to know what's so funny, beautiful people? Y'all should be hitting that thumbs up. Y'all should be hitting that thumbs up. You know what's so funny? Is that they're trying to create an angrier society and people are falling for it. This is the biggest kicker to me. Like, people are truly falling for it. Do you realize the No Kings protest produced thousands on the street? Put some fire in the chat if you remember the No Kings protest a couple weeks ago. Thousands went to the streets in Chicago, in LA, in Denver, and like Orlando. Like, thousands went to the street. My question to every individual that put boots on the ground for No Kings: where you at when there's murder on the street in your own community? Where you at in that same energy when you know damn well, the local gangsters, all individuals that is keeping your neighborhood the way your neighborhood is, where is that same energy at? Where is that same energy for finding the 475,000 children that are missing right here, right now in the United States? Where's that energy? Y'all tap that screen. See, I ain't getting no likes now. See, I don't get no likes now. See, it's funny when you start talking about children, because I told y'all shit is about to get extreme. Shit is about to get serious. So when you start talking about no justice, no peace, then what about the children? This is my biggest question. Y'all put boots on the ground for No Kings. You telling me y'all ain't ready to put boots on the ground for the children? This is how you know shit is fucked up. This is how you know people are mentally losing it, and they're only going out for what's my purpose? What can I get from the government? What can what can I do? I did this. I went out and protested No Kings. I did this. Well, here's a cookie for you. What about the 475,000 kids that are missing? Don't nobody want to talk about that. Are y'all still thinking just because Epstein is gone? What's the other guy from Hollywood? What's the other guy? What's the other producer? I can go on and on. Diddy. You can go on and on about these pedos. We can go on and on about these pedos. Y'all think they just stopped? Y'all think that shit just stopped? You think children, Harvey Weinstein. Y'all think children are still not going missing? I was in Orlando for 4 years. 4 years. 4 years. Orlando, which is almost the tourist capital of North America. It has more tourists than Las Vegas. Has more missing children than any other state. Are you freaking kidding me right now? And people still line up and put boots on the ground for Disney? Do you know more kids go missing in Disney than 40 other states? Let me say that shit again. Hashtag fuck Disney. Yeah, fuck you, Mickey. Yeah, fuck you, Mickey. Do you understand? More kids go missing in Disney, at the studio, on the fucking fantasy island than any other state. I just wanted to just sprinkle that little shit on y'all because I was there. Do y'all know I got kicked out of a Walmart that was around the corner from Disney because I just went to the wall that they have all the missing children that they put in between the fucking bathrooms, which most people don't even go to, because if they using the bathroom in Walmart, you had to pee from the car. Let me tell you this. If you're using the bathroom in Walmart, you had to pee from the car. So as soon as you walked in this bitch, you hit the right and went straight down there. You weren't looking at shit. You went straight into the bathroom. In between the men's bathroom and the girls' bathroom, there's missing children. Just to let y'all know. Or they're over there by the customer service department where the line is so damn long, ain't nobody going over there anyway. So guess what I found out? So when I started looking at the missing children, I'm in Orlando, but this child is missing from Arizona. This child is missing from Seattle. This child is missing from this state. This child is missing from Memphis. This child is missing from Georgia. This child is missing from everywhere but Florida. So I just said, can you go get a manager, please? Because I'm an individual that is an avid individual that is understanding how to receive children, but I just wanted to donate. But at the same time, why would I be donating for children that are not even missing from here and And then I hit Siri. I hit Siri on the manager. I said, Siri, can you please tell me how many children are missing in the last week in Kissimmee, Florida? That's what I asked. It was like 4,789 children missing from Kissimmee, Florida, in the same neighborhood that the Walmart is there. But the Walmart got every kid from every other state that they selling. I said, are y'all selling these children? Because you know that's a well-known fact that organizations just like yourself sell children. And you guys put them up here as if they were missing when people are literally looking for those children, but those children are being searched for here. What about the children? Why you don't have these children in the areas? You can't go to the areas and see the children missing. They put them in other areas because why? They selling those children. I don't even want to get into it. Somebody they're gonna drop me off. They're gonna chop my feed. They're gonna chop my feed. Y'all should be tapping that screen, TikTok. I tell y'all this to tell y'all that. If you don't get your finances together, you're not going to be able to take your children out of the actual system. That they're indoctrinating them and they're manipulating their mind, making boys feel like they're girls, making girls feel like they're boys, making individuals feel like they can have fur. Like they're telling you can do whatever you want to do versus manifest financial abundance, versus be an entrepreneur, versus elevate individuals, versus be a technical analysis guru, versus literally leading individuals into a new wave. Like they're not telling you can do that. They're telling you to stay in this wheel, the same wheel that your mama went through, your daddy went through, your cousins, your sisters, your brothers, your aunts, your whole family went through and failed. We want you to continue to go through it. Dang you, the distractions are real right now. The distractions are real. And where they're going and where they're getting ahead is because we're no longer talking about the children. Do you understand that? Like nobody's talking about the children. 2 weeks ago, 104 children was found in Dallas, Texas. Either it was 104 children and 220 some individuals that was attached to it, or vice versa. 200 some plus children and 104 agents from police departments, from county clerks, all of them got caught. And it was in Dallas, Texas. This was in Texas, bro. I'm going to Dallas this weekend. Nobody talked about this shit on the news. You want to hear something else? You won't hear nothing about this feminist shit no more either. Right now, we're at war. So you're not going to hear nobody saying, oh, masculine, toxic, like toxic masculinity. You're not going to hear nobody talk about that shit no more. Because it's okay for men to die when it comes to war. And it's okay for women to be women now, you see? This is the mindset. You're not going to hear none of that shit on your feed no more. You're not going to see none of that shit. All you're going to see is war. That's the distraction now. And when they're talking war, guess what they're going to be doing? They're going to be changing rules and regulations right up under you. Oof. I'm telling you, they're going to be changing the rules and regulations right up under you. It's like, I always tell people, the greatest switch is when the banks sent you a new debit card and they told you this new debit card, you ain't even got to worry about the magnetic strip. You got a chip now. And people didn't fight it at all. People took the new debit card, activated, and started sticking it into the damn machine versus swiping. All of a sudden, people started complaining that the chips were being malfunctioned and they can't use their cards. They're not accepting it because it was in their wallet. Then all of a sudden, the banks sent you a brand new card with some antennas on it. And they said, now you can tap that thing. Nobody said shit. And this is where I was fighting. People said, yo, Mr. H, you tripping. I said, y'all don't understand. They're bamboozling you. They're switching your debit card, but they're changing the back end of the actual contract that you signed in the bank when you started the account. Did you know when you went from the chip to the tap, the bank switched the percentage of how much money they need to have on hand and how much money they can invest up to your direct deposits. Ooh. Now guess what we're doing? Now people using crypto. Now you got crypto into the play. Now, everybody that was hating on crypto, now all of a sudden, everybody crypto whores. The same individuals, the same institutions, the same financial situations that was literally telling y'all, yo, Bitcoin's a scam. That same old guy that gets on your feed and say, if you guys knew who was behind Bitcoin, you would run from it right now. Went and put it in one of the highest positions at that time after that video. Do you guys understand that the new digital system, if you don't get ahead of it, oh man, it's going to be the worst. It's going to be worse. It's going to be worse than the actual system that you are in right now, because it's going to be fast. It's going to be artificially intelligent infused. So your mind, your lack of high vibration, your lack of elevation, your lack of self-discipline, your lack of taking shit serious is going to be exposed. Your lack of having a proper plan to move on a daily basis, you're going to get exposed. Do you understand what happens to a man that comes into a fight that is not prepared to fight? He gets his ass kicked. Do you know what happens to a husband that starts a family and is not prepared to do any and everything to protect, to provide, to secure that family? He gets exposed. Rastafari. They get exposed. Bumba clock. Fuck. You got to start going into that roster energy. I'm telling y'all, like, why are you saying things and not doing things and then asking God why you're not receiving things? Ye ask, ye shall be putting in the work. And you know what's so crazy? People like to do the work when people are watching. I go, no, it's the most important thing to do the work when nobody's watching. That's why you should record the work, because we're living in an age where the most important work is when nobody's watching. And we're living in an age now that you can make sure everybody's watching. I make sure y'all see me when I work out. I make sure y'all see me when I'm outside just grounding. I make sure I jump on TikTok and I just speak my mind. I just openly give you guys information. I jump on these mindsets. I jump on class every morning. I jump on class every night. And I just show you guys what I'm trying to manifest. I'm putting in action. And because I'm putting in action, I'm receiving more than you guys. My losses are also bigger than you guys because my risks are more than you guys. I just lost my ass in Houston. You see? I just lost my ass business-wise in Houston. Does that mean I'm not going to go to Dallas? Does that mean I'm not going to go to Milwaukee? Does that mean I'm not going to go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania? Does that mean I'm not going to go to Sturgis? I'm still going to go. I'm still going to be on the same mission. Teaching, hugging, loving, preaching, healing. On any and everybody that comes across this wave. Any and everybody that comes across this wave can get it. So I'm telling any and everybody in here right now, we're not even 30 minutes into this mindset. If you're not ready to start putting in actions on what you're telling yourself and God and all the universe or whoever you're talking to, what you're trying to get, and you're not ready to put the action in before you ask for it, you might as well go line up in the FEMA camps, because that's where you're going to be. You might as well go sign up for universal income. You might as well go sign up for universal housing. You might as well go give your kids up to the government. You might as well go do all of those things, because that's where you're going to go to anyway, and you're going to be forced. So I say, choose your heart. Choose your heart. What's hard for you? Learning technical analysis? What's hard for you? Do you know what's hard for a lot of people? Just waking up early? And ain't nobody stopping you from waking up? What's hard for you? See, waking up is easy for me, but it's hard for most. And this is how you know that this is something that is in your purpose. This is a skill set that is in your purpose. See, when people put a 1 in the chat right now, if you're still struggling to find your purpose, and be honest with yourself. I can purposely. I care if you don't know your purpose. I do care, because you are part of my organization, my community. I truly do care. I truly do care. but it is up to you to seek out your purpose. And the best way to seek out your purpose is when things that come natural to you and it's difficult for others, this is a God-given gift. And if you hone in on things that becomes natural to you, but hard to others, you would immediately see that you start elevating in your purpose, because these are things that are inside of you, comes naturally. Like, I didn't get taught how to speak. I was naturally being able to speak. From a kid, I was always speaking. You put me in sports, now you bring out leader skills in that speaking. You bring out a champion in that speaking. You bring out someone who is not afraid to say, yo, let's lock up. This is the last possession. See? My boy Keith says it's hard to keep his mouth shut. It's a lot easier for others. It's a lot easier for others. Do you know, Keith? People will come into our organization, invest, and get over here and don't ask questions. I don't understand, beautiful people. This is facts. My boy said I have a hard time keeping my mouth closed, and that's easy for others. People will sit over here, look at a technical analysis on NAS, see an actual trade idea being given, and sit there and won't ask a question and be confused in the motherfucker. Be sitting there like, what do you mean by oversold? What do you mean by overbought? What is the roof? What is the floor? Won't ask shit. Just sit there in his house, twiddling his thumb, lost in the motherfucker, but ready to put some 8s and some fire signs in the chat. Yo, what's happening? Harrison Logistics, what up, baby? What up? Do y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? People will sit there and literally dwindle away versus asking, can you help me? Especially men. Men have one of the biggest problems where we do not like asking for help. We feel like we're too manly. Oh man, I'll get it myself. Why? You are proven to consistently fuck shit up. What makes you think you're gonna get it by yourself? Maybe you do need some guidance. Maybe you do need some mentorship. Maybe you do need an accountability coach. Maybe you do need a life coach. Maybe you do need somebody other than your girl on your ass about completing some shit to make both of y'all life better. Just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe you need something more than somebody just throwing it back in the bedroom. Maybe you need somebody that can elevate you outside the bedroom. So when you go to the bedroom, you so fucking tired from what you've done, all y'all want to do is just fucking be the big spoon or the little spoon. You got Netflix watching you. I'm just saying. Sometimes a good quality 4-5 hours of sleep with the one you love is way better than just pounding on each other for 30-40 minutes. In my case, a hot 10 minutes. They ain't giving that too much energy to that. You get a hot 10. You get a hot 10. We scalping on even on the 15 on a good night. We scalping on the 15 and the 30 minutes. I'm just saying. No 4-hour candles on that shit. Yo, Kareem, you know I had to give them to him. We drop it down sometimes even to 5 minutes sometimes, especially when I'm coming fresh off the plane. You get a fresh little 5-minute scalp on the go. I'll give you 50, 60 pips, you know what I'm saying? Quick 50, 60 pips, ain't nobody, man, you smiling. Put some fire in the chat, you smiling, you grab 50, 60 pips off gold right now. You smiling. Don't act like 50, 60 pips ain't much. Shit. People be happy with them 50, 60 pips. Yo, Crystal, my bad I didn't hit you up this weekend. Next trip, I got you guys. I didn't do too much, man. I didn't do too much this weekend. I was trying to stay out of my head. My head was kind of like moving crazy because of the situation in Israel. And then because I made that post yesterday, I got so many clowns in my DMs asking me if I'm Israeli. You're not Israeli. You're a black guy. You're a fucking nigger. You're this and you're that. You're that. You know, I'm like, people are so freaking stupid. People are so freaking stupid. And when I say my family is over there, people don't listen. They just, they you know, so they just, they just know the red hat. And when they see that red hat, they lose all fact of education. And so, as I always say, yeah, they don't listen. They don't listen, bro. So I don't even give this energy. I can't even give them responses energy. Even when the energy about me is so aggressive right now, I'm so aggressive. And this is why I have to be mindful on where I put my temple. Do you guys understand? Like, when you're not equipped with a skill and then that skill is forced upon you to use, you get nervous, you get anxiety, you have uncertainty come about yourself. You start losing confidence. You start losing self-esteem. And guess what you lose? The most important, you start losing belief that you can actually do it. And when you lose belief, that is like taking God outside of you and sitting him over here and saying, all right, I'll try now. That's what happens when you say and you feel that I don't believe I can do this anymore. That's you taking God outside of you. Because God believes in everything that you're doing. Because God already written out the story. Everything is already designed. And when you lose belief, that's just like saying, he ain't with me. God ain't with me. God ain't got me. All weapons formed against me is they're going to prosper. This is what that means. This is what that means. So when you're doing something that you're not equipped to do, guess what happens when you start talking about where I come from? Where I come from, what you lack in skill, you give in effort. This was installed in me from the time I started switching from basketball to fighting. When I started switching from team to team to team as a point guard and I don't know the plays. And the coach said, listen, Jesse, what you don't know and what you don't have in the skill set of the playbook, just make up an effort. You can handle the ball, right? Yes, sir. You can shoot the ball, right? Yes, sir. You can handle pressure, right? Yes, sir. Then go play ball. What you lack in skill, you make up in effort. What you lack in skill of trading, you make up in effort with showing up with educators who have the skill and asking questions that is going to boost your journey. See, a lot of you guys don't even understand where you are in this trading journey, and this is why you're still feeling like you're not getting anywhere. You're looking at your production of your profits, and you're judging your profits on the actual leveling up of your journey, when you just realize you know what support resistance is now. You know what order blocks are right now. You know what liquidity grabs are right now. You know what market execution is right now. You know what stop loss is. You know what take profit is. You know how to enter into a trade. You know how to take partial from a trade. You know how to move stop loss to break even. You know how to close a losing trade. You know so fucking much. But just because your profits are not there, you feel like, oh man, this shit, something is wrong. I tell you what's wrong. It's the effort that you're putting into the game. Because the effort that you're putting in the game, maybe it's not extreme. Maybe it's just enough to know what you know. And that's when I did the mindset. I didn't come this far to make it this far. Sometimes y'all might need to lock into that energy. Sometimes y'all need to lock into that, yo, I didn't come this far to make it this far. I didn't just come here just to learn support and resistance. I didn't just come here to learn how to trap the day, find the gap on the 4 hour, and take the fucking trade. I didn't just come here for that. You know what I came here for? Legacy. I came here to create a skill set, pass the skill set down to moms, dads, uncles, cousins, aunties, grandmas, so they can take that skill set and put it into their household. And now they can start teaching their children this shit versus Dora the Explorer, Blue's Clues, Winnie the Pooh, PJ Masks, like all of these new shit that is coming out that is distracting our children. If your children can get on an iPad and log in and go to their favorite show, then they learn buying, selling, holding, TP, state stop loss. They should know it. Red candle, green candle, uptrend, downtrend. Woo! Give me Ric Flair. Give me Ric Flair. Somebody just put in my thing, WW3 is happening, has had to happen. So let me say something about this, because I think a lot of people fail to realize this is not even World War III. Cold War was World War III. This would be World War IV. This would be World War IV. Like, people don't even realize that this is WW4. You had a digital war. You had a chemical, bro. Like, we're so far ahead of the game. Like, people are literally just getting what you're getting off the mainstream and what they telling you, these trigger words. This is why we're behind. This is why they're trying to implement shit. This is why they're trying to implement shit so fast. Because I don't know if you guys don't understand the Great Reset, but you guys can go look at the shit. This is the Great Reset. I keep telling people, yo, this is the Great Reset. We already had the silent war. We already had the silent war. I said COVID was like fucking World War III. I said that. That was chemical warfare on the American people by doctors and scientists and government officials, unhealthy government officials. That was World War III. And people took it as like, oh, it's a pandemic. Oh, let me get boosted. Let me get boosted again. Oh, 6 feet. Oh, let me put the mask. Then I made the quick statement. I said, if the mask worked, why 6 feet? This is what I asked in COVID. If the mask worked, then why social distance? Why 6 feet? And if 6 feet worked, then why the shots? You telling me I can wear a mask and I got to be 6 feet and then I got to go get a shot? And if then the shots, if they worked, then why the booster? And if the booster worked, why the low liability clause? Because I've never been in a world where something that would have such a great effect on the American people or customers that I didn't want to claim it. Do you know I have the #1 rated holistic products in North of America when it comes to helping with blood pressure, diabetes, migraine, sciatic nerve, bulging disc, herniated disc, frozen shoulders. I have the #1 product for that shit. What if I had a no liability clause and I didn't want to claim none of that? Wouldn't that look kind of fishy? Wouldn't that look kind of fishy? Put some 8s in the chat. Wouldn't that be fishy? If I'm telling y'all, Holistic World is the #1 rated holistic company in North of America, helping individuals have a better relationship with their health. Whew. Imagine if I didn't want nothing to do with this. Ew. So these are the questions that I was asking. I said, then why the no liability clause? Because see, I know you evil motherfuckers. Y'all always want to claim some shit. Y'all always want to stamp some shit. Y'all always want to be glorified. Y'all want to be glorified like the gladiators. So why y'all not claiming this shit? That's when I said, yo, #Rambo. This is World War III. Because it was all over the world. Everybody got it. Everybody had to do it. It was the greatest manipulation of war to the mind that you have ever been manipulated on. And those who fought it, we fought the greatest marketing that was ever been implemented on the people, the greatest sales pitch that has ever been implemented on the American or the world, the greatest fucking sales pitch. And I told them, no, motherfucker, let me think about it. I ain't with it. I don't agree. I said no. Not only am I saying no, ain't nobody around me getting it. I don't want nobody around me getting it. Nobody in my company got it. So I started losing stores over it. Only people got it in my family right now, my mama and daddy. And the only reason my daddy got it because he said he been in the trucking business for too long, so he don't want to fight it. This is what my dad said. He said he don't want to fight it. My mama said, well, hell, if he gonna die, because all my shit my son talking about, shit, I want to die with him. So my mama went and got it with him. I swear for God. My mama said, hell, he got it, I got to go get it. Ride or die. So it's a going joke in my family. It's a going joke on my family. So what we've done, we basically had them detox. We did all of the proper things to kind of prolong the spike protein from literally activating. So she's been on all the proper medications and all of these things. So thank God in my family, my mom, my dad has had zero side effects. Maybe they got the B12 valve. Maybe they got the B12 valve. Thank God. It's literally just that serious. So I'm going to say this to y'all right here, right now. Shit is getting serious. I'm going to rephrase that. Shit has got serious. Has gotten serious. So it is no longer okay for a parent, a young man, a young woman to be out here in this world winging it. It's no longer safe. Do you guys understand that the immigration world, the illegal world, these guys are angry now? Yeah, these guys are angry. Because now America is acting like we don't need them no more. We need them. We need them. I'm telling you straight up, we need them. We just need them the right way. We need them the right way. Because what just happened was a system being infringed upon to be able to manipulate it with the numbers. Like, this is what happens when you try to bring a whole bunch of, this is the census. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Census Act. Put some twos in the chat if you understand the Census Act, the census. This is pure numbers. I'm telling y'all, a lot of people are so far behind on the game of the terminologies. Like, people are thinking that us or me, that I'm fighting illegal immigration, that I don't want no illegals here. No, I'm fighting the fucking Census Act. That's what I'm fighting. And if you don't know what that is the actual count. That's the count in each state that is required to be there to keep the current regime of that state in political power. So that's why you see in all of these blue cities, LA, New York, you can go on and on about the blue cities on where they were housing the actual illegals are. That's where they put them in the hotel. That's where they gave them IDs. That's where they gave them benefits. Because if those numbers were there, they were going to keep the party. Census numbers saying, yo, they're growing. The state is growing up under our leadership. Look at how many more people have migrated to our state. We can't lose power now. This is what that is. Maybe you just didn't know. Maybe you're just on the outside hearing the noise and thinking just Americans don't want the illegal people here. I don't want you cutting our grass no more. I don't want you doing this. It ain't like that. They just padded the stats. They just padded the stats in the blue cities. So y'all got to go. It's literally just that simple. They padded the stats in the blue cities. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It was cool when you guys were just over there sitting at Home Depot, not affecting nobody, going and getting your work, going and opening up your businesses, going and doing your roofing, all of that shit was cool. You got people who were illegal, who are now legal, standing there with the Americans like, no puedo, no te gusta. No, I don't like it. I don't like it, you see? Because they're understanding. They're understanding what's happening. You're going to fuck it up for me and my family. You don't come to work. I come to work. I come to make America better. See, there's a difference between people who are coming from a third world country and coming to America is like, I want to go get the American dream. I want to go pursue it. Because see, in America, to receive the American dream, you got to be asleep to get it. Coming from a third world country, the American dream is like your daily movement, because now just coming to America, his lifestyle is already better than what it was. Imagine an individual coming from a third world country, coming here and being put on Medicaid and being put on WIC and government assistance. That is the best life he can ever ask for at that particular point. You take an American who has been raised on the fucking system. He's been raised in Section 8. He's been raised off WIC. He's been raised off food stamps. That motherfucker out there hustling his mama food stamps. That motherfucker out there selling weed. That motherfucker out there doing any and everything to break that system. Get out them projects. I don't know if y'all don't understand that mindset. It's like the slaves who don't know he's a slave, and then you try to set the slaves free, and then he calls you on Uncle Tom. Let me repeat that shit. It's like the slave being born a slave, so he don't know he a slave. Then my free ass come over there to free him, to tell him he's a slave, and he calls me an Uncle Tom. Do you know how good I got it over here? I got 3 hot meals. I got a job. I can sleep. Why are you trying to make me go out there and survive for myself when the white man gonna kill me out there? Bro, the white man ain't kill you in here. The white man gave you a job. The white man working the shit out of you. It's the invisible chains, Gabrielle. That's what it is. It is the invisible chains of slavery. I told y'all segregation just gave the world, the elitists, to slave everybody, not just black people. And I also say black people were slaving black people before white people even knew what to do with it. So if you want to blame somebody, black people, we got to go back to where the act happened, because black people still selling black people. I just don't like talking color, because when you start talking about the agendas, the New World Order agenda, did you guys know they ran an actual practice run on the COVID measures in 2019? Look at this. I'm getting restricted already. I need to change my topic. I'm getting too deep. I'm getting too deep for TikTok. TikTok gonna ban me. YouTube. TikTok gonna ban me, YouTube. Y'all should be tapping that screen over there on TikTok. They already giving me warnings. I'm finna stop talking about it. Let me just stay focused and say we got 8 minutes left. I appreciate everybody showing up. And I want everybody to know right here, right now, if you're not ready to put in actions with what you're trying to manifest, then you're not taking what is happening really, really serious. Because what is happening is really, really serious. Just to give you guys an update that I got, we bombed nuclear facilities where nuclear activities were being assembled. This is where Iran was, quote unquote, assembling nuclear weapons. Well, let me tell you guys, since 1996, they are saying Iran has capabilities of creating a nuclear weapon. So from 1996 to 2025, you don't think they've done it yet? My question to any and everybody that is arguing about and thinking that actual attack was good and was successful, do you actually think that the place that they assembled the bomb is the place where they're hiding the bomb? Nobody would do that shit. Let's talk street talk for the last 7 minutes. If I go buy dope, I don't stash the dope the same place I bought the dope. And where I'm selling the dope is damn sure ain't the same place where I'm buying the dope. Do you understand what I just said? So if I go to the jungle to get the dope and I bring the dope back here, it's damn sure ain't gonna be where I sleep at. Am I right or wrong? Ooh, am I right or wrong? So why would we spend so much to go over there and say we had a successful attack just because we dropped some shit and then made it back safe? That's like an individual going to the blood community, sparking one of their homeboys, going back to the Crip community and saying, all right, let's have peace. Let me tell y'all what just happened last night. Russia, China just said, you ain't got to worry about nothing. If you ain't got no nukes, we got some. We'll give you some. Because I ain't gonna never forget, U.S. put all of that shit over there to Ukraine. Ukraine just fucked up a lot of our country over here. China want to go into Taiwan. China looking for a reason to go into Taiwan. They were supposed to have a meeting. They were supposed to be talking. They were supposed to be at the negotiation table. And we just dropped bomb on a facility that is well known to create nuclear weapons. That don't mean the bombs are still there. Iran came out and said they didn't hit any of the nuclear bomb. They could be lying. But I'm going to openly say, once again, shit has got really, really serious. And if you're spending all your time just trying to learn how to make a fucking profitable trade, then you're going to get caught up not understanding how to truly level up in life. Look at TikTok, hating like a motherfucker. They hating like a motherfucker right now. You're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out on so much shit. You're gonna miss out on so much shit. So I love you guys. It's 5:55. I'm gonna go to the gym. I got legs today. Yeah, they're gonna infiltrate Taiwan. I'm telling you, once they infiltrate Taiwan, listen, the whole global structure is going to change. The whole global structure is going to change. And you might not understand what I'm telling y'all because I speak sometimes at a different level because of the information that I receive. You can go back 5 years ago in mindsets that I was having on Zooms versus like on social media. And I was giving y'all this shit. And I was telling y'all 5 years ago on what's popping off right here today. I even read y'all a document that had a 2025, 2028 playbook. I read that shit to y'all about 4 years ago. And I said, listen, I understand a lot of y'all excited about this Forex and this crypto and the stocks and all of this shit, but there's an agenda going on behind all of this shit. So this is why I'm here, to get ahead of that shit so I can make sure my kids understand how to use all of this technology, because things are getting so smart and people are not. This is exactly what I said. I said, when they start putting smart ACs, smart refrigerators, smartphones, smart cars, smart devices, all of this shit is smart in your house. Smart thermostats, like everything is smart. Yeah. I'm telling you, be prepared. I love you guys. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day, beautiful people. I'm gonna take my glasses off so y'all can get my hat that says Minds. You know what I'm saying? This is my homeboy shop. This is my homeboy clothing line out there in Orlando. So I said, let me rock with my guy because I've been in my head. You know what I'm saying? So it just reminds me to understand, don't allow your mind to play tricks on you. And what your mind is literally trying to cook up, you need to understand that you got to have some subconscious organization. And I always preach this: be organized subconsciously. Don't allow your mind to roam. When people just say, oh, my mind is everywhere. Don't allow that to happen. Don't allow that shit to happen. Be still. Create your calmness in your mind through your breath work, through understanding that you have a relationship with the Most High, that nothing around you will prosper. Everything that you're trying to create will manifest in abundance. And it's going to take actions for you to do it, and you're going to be willing to go to the extreme actions to manifest it. This is the walk. This is the talk. So I love you guys. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day. Beautiful people. This is your TikTok. That shit was fire.